Right, we're on. What you got to tell me?
You seen this fake picture?
What fake picture?
Hundreds killed by firing squads.
Oh, well, these are fakes, right? These are just all dressed up. I think they're just
Yeah, they are. They're well, they're cops, same as this guy here, except they're in the civilian uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a fake picture. They weren't murdered. But I've got something a little bit more interesting to share with you about that
really?
subject. And many thanks to the helpful troll who's subscribed to both our channels. Thank you very much, my friend, whoever you are, and has fed me via my inbox and YouTube by a few fruity things.
Trying to feed you.
No, we're being serious here. We're having a bit of fun with it as well. And it's also all about this ISIS propaganda. And ISIS is not...
I.S.I.S.
Yeah, it's not the ISIS from Egypt, who we know and love. Right? It's the Islamic State of Iraq and Sham. S-H-A-A-M. The Islamic State of Iraq and Sham.
Oh, it's
Sham.
to do with that video you sent me, wasn't it?
Did you watch it?
Hmm.
It's pretty shocking. It's like a snuff movie for an hour and 2 minutes long. It was made by this this guy. As I say, the helpful troll sent to me, and my Arabic's not that good, and I could only pick out certain things on it. But yeah, basically he sent me the transcripted version in English, and they talk about the Safawi, right? These are the Persian guys that run the army in Iraq, and they call themselves Sahwa hunters, right? Islamic State of Iraq and Sham. And Sahwa are the army and police governors. And also there's a group of supporters that support the army, police and governors and government called the Rafidah. Okay? But these guys claim, if you've seen the film, right, I'm going to put a link in the description below as a link to this particular film, but I don't want YouTube to chop my channel up or remove it or anything, so we can't upload the video on YouTube. It's absolutely shocking. If you're into blood and guts and executions and people having their heads cut off and rattled with AK-47s, then you're going to love it.
This is real stuff, not TV
it's
stuff.
The real stuff. Now, I found out something about these guys that call them, well, it's the media that calls them ISIS. I.S.I.S. Right? And they claim they're Mujahideen. Do you know what Mujahideen is?
Well, the CIA agency.
No. Oh, don't rush it too quickly. You'll give the game away. They're Islamic guerrillas. And Mujahideen is one who fights a jihad. And a jihad is a war or struggle against sin. Right? And you know where sin comes from religion.
Yes, it's whenever you sign anything, you take that missing G out, you've got a sin.
Yeah. So a jihad... a Mujahideen is an Islamic guerrilla fighting a jihad, which is a war or struggle against sin or non-believers. And basically they're trying to drum into these people in the mosques after they go and slaughter all the government agents, the military, the army and the policemen who have been put into power by people like Bush and Blair. Because they reckon that voting for these guys, well, you know, whoever you vote for, government wins. But I don't condone all this this slaughtering. You know, for all we know, all one. There's no need to go and slaughter people like this. So I'm thinking, right, okay, I'm going to do a bit of research on this. Who's behind it? Yeah, and he's already put the finger on the, not on the trigger, but he's hit the nail on the head with a hammer. And they're armed by the CIA. ISIS are armed by the CIA, which is funded by the Saudi Arabian royal family.
Oh, that's good.
That's great, isn't it? Yeah. So Blair, who was in the papers again today, the warmonger Blair.
Ah, yes.
He was saying, "Oh no, we should go back into Iraq." Obama says nothing about it.
I tell you what, Blair says we should go back into Iraq. I think he's absolutely correct. Blair should go back to Iraq.
He'd probably get shot, wouldn't he? Or his
yeah.
head cut off. That's what they do to people like that. But these guys, if you notice on the film, they're wearing brand new uniforms.
Yes, brand spanking
new uniforms. And the weapons that they're using, you know what they're using? The old AK-47, Kalashnikov. And they're supplied by, guess who?
CIA?
Vladimir Putin.
Oh.
They're all in it together, you know.
Well, they've got to be getting it somewhere, because we see with these armoured personnel carriers get blown up 100 feet into the air.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got to be getting these explosives from somewhere.
Yeah, they're real good quality
But
stuff.
wait a minute. What did George Bush Senior say, or something along the lines of order out of chaos? Well, they're certainly trying to cause enough chaos, aren't they?
Order! Order! Yes, I'll have 20 new tanks, please. And some gelignite to blow them up. And 1,000
They probably use
AK-47s.
something far more sophisticated than gelignite these days.
I wonder who's supplying the bullets. Probably Russia again.
Oh, CIA. Yeah.
Well, as I say,
Two sides of the same coin.
they're armed by the CIA and they're funded by the Saudis. So the CIA, they buy all their guns and stuff. The Kalashnikov, when you literally want to kill every last man in the place, you know.
Very powerful rifle, that is.
Yeah, very. And so the CIA give them the Saudis give them the money, and then they go and buy it from Vladimir Putin. There's something else I want to mention about this, because in the video they're called sort of non-believers, or anybody that's in the government, the police or the military, they call them apostates. I've never heard this word before. Apostates. Have you heard it before?
No.
I looked it up in a dictionary, and it says a person who has abandoned a belief. Yeah, a person who has abandoned a belief. And it's from Greek, it means runaway slave. Apostates. Apostates.
So that applies to all of us then, although some of us aren't running yet.
Well, what's surprising about this video is, I'll post the other link below, that's the Helpful Troll Centres. Thanks again for that. Because basically the BBC used a little clip of this film, because it was filmed by a guy.
Yeah.
And it was posted on Live Leak on the 17th of May, and the BBC used it on the 11th of June and said that this had just happened today.
You mean the BBC making up the news again?
The biggest warmonger propagandists in the world. Right, yeah, they posted the video, and yeah, the incident and video was posted on Live Leak on the 17th of May, but they posted up on the 11th of June. So you get it, don't you? Right, I.S.I.S are funded by the Saudi Arabian royal family, and they're armed by the CIA and Vladimir Putin from Russia.
Sounds like they're all in it together. Again.
Surprise, surprise. We don't believe in killing anybody or anything. So, when Blair says we should go back in Iraq, and Obama says nothing, zips it, right, they won't be going back there again, because they're funding it, and they're making money out of it. Brand new uniforms. They're even using drones. Although they said that was some TV station. You have watched this film if you're interested, but I warn you now.
Very graphic.
It's very, very graphic. It's really, really shocking. Be well, everybody. We love you. I'm lost for words. Can't even turn the camera off. Watch that film. Wow, that's a real shocker. And this is what Obama and his friends, and Blair, and Cameron all fund. It really is a shocker.